This is for you guys over on YouTube, just to kind of discuss what we're going through right now in terms of the content. So we are playing Smite 2 and Deadlock pretty much every day right now. We are playing more Deadlock than we are Smite. It has nothing to do with liking Smite or not liking any games. It's mostly just about the percentage chance at the future for various games. Just in regards to Smite 2, obviously there's a bunch of scary stuff with like high-res layoffs, like several rounds of layoffs, and the game not being as popular, and there being a lot of people not playing Smite 1 or Smite 2 right now. So from a content creation standpoint, that's obviously quite scary when it's your job. So the second channel is going to continue to just be Smite 2. It's just going to be all Smite 2 content over there in the second channel, so make sure you're subscribed on the second YouTube channel if you aren't. As far as the main channel is concerned, it is going to be a test period that we're going into until about February, which is when I am guessing that Smite 2 is going to go free-to-play. They want to get 50 gods in the game by January for the tournament in Las Vegas. I don't imagine they're going to launch free-to-play doing a big patch to get all those gods in the game because Lord knows it's going to be buggy, so I don't think they want that to be the first look at the game. But I do think they'd want it to be close to that, so my prediction is that they're going to try to go free-to-play in February. So I put the odds right now in this exact moment on October 8th. I put the odds of Smite 2 being more successful than Smite 1 at about 25%, which isn't nothing. It's not no percent. It's not impossible. But it is going to be, I think, harder than easier at this point, because I do think that Smite has lost a little bit of hype behind it, and I think that particularly within the content creation scene, all of the creators are feeling the lack of hype behind various stuff. Smite 1 is, old news, and Smite 2 isn't ready yet. So there's this like weird waiting period until the game goes free to play, where we're kind of all just wishy-washy in the middle with like nothing to do because the content drip isn't really there yet. So the main YouTube channel is going to switch over to being primarily Deadlock for the next 4 months. We're still going to upload like new God content, like when they release a new character, transfer from Smite 1 to Smite 2. That's going to be on the channel. Big patch notes, big drama, all of that stuff is going to be on the main channel. But otherwise, the Smite 2 content is going to be relegated to the second channel, and the main channel is going to be mostly Deadlock. The reason behind that is with the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm really likes you to be uploading basically one type of video for like one type of person. And if you start to mess with the variety too much, it basically kills the algorithm altogether. Now, the good news is that our YouTube channel has been kind of dead for like 2 years. So there's not a whole bunch of risk reward, or there's not like a whole bunch of risk to the channel. Because like if we go to Deadlock and it kills the channel's already kind of dead. So it's like there's a lot of potential upside if we can find some traction within Deadlock. And there's not a lot of downside because it doesn't have a lot of traction within Smite anyway. So the main channel is going to be focused, like I said, mostly on Deadlock, plus the big stuff. On stream, we're doing about 2 hours of Smite in the morning and then transferring over to Deadlock for about 5 hours is kind of our schedule right now. So we're really trying to grow within the Deadlock scene. And like I said, that's just because we got about 4 months until Smite 2 is potentially a thing. Deadlock is already a thing, so there's a lot of room to grow. I would like to have a chance at least to grow within Deadlock as a content creator and hopefully as a competitive player as well, because I think that would be really fun and interesting. And there's a bunch of other Smite players that are doing really well in Deadlock. Leon is doing fantastic. Ven is doing great. I know FinoCase wants to do a lot of Deadlock. So I also think there's a lot of opportunity to get together with other Smite guys that have been played throughout the years and join them in Deadlock and do some comp stuff and like kind of keep the Smite community going, even if it's kind of within a different game. So just to confirm, this is not a quitting Smite video. This is not a doom and gloom video. Incon says Smite 2 is dead on arrival. It's none of that. It's none of that. I enjoy Smite 2. I think the game is fun. I enjoy Deadlock. I think the game is fun. It's just a matter of I've got 4 months of basically no job while Smite 2 doesn't exist yet and Smite 1 has been, you know, put out to pasture. So we've got 4 months to try something. So I'm going to go hard. I'm going to try to make it work. And if in 4 months Deadlock hasn't gone anywhere, which, let's be honest, is probably the better odd than the worst odd, right? There's probably a better chance that it just doesn't work out for us, but I don't want to not try just because the odds are stacked against us. I want to give it my best shot and see what happens. And then in 4 months, when Smite 2 goes free to play and the game is more popular and there's more gods, if the Smite 2 is popping off, then I would love to play more Smite 2. And who knows, Smite 2 could very well just return to the channel and we could main Smite 2 again, and that could all be great. But it's just a matter of waiting for that time to come. And then if it does come after free to play, if Smite, you know, is getting 5K players after free to play launch, then I would just continue on with the Deadlock anyway and continue with that grind and try to continue to make it work. So it would really depend. It's going to depend on our personal success and how the Deadlock is going, and it's going to depend on Smite 2's success and how its development came along and how it kept going as well. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, so you kind of have a plan of action of us moving forward. I enjoy making content. I have no plans of doing anything else. Streaming and YouTube and all that is the dream job. So thank you for those of you guys that come out, subscribe to the YouTube channels, follow everywhere, watch the streams, watch the videos, because you keep the stream dream alive, and I very literally could not do this without you guys. So thank you very much. For those of you on stream, thank you for coming out to the stream today. I appreciate it. Big flexes for each and every one of you guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning for some Deadlock. We're going to hop right into Deadlock tomorrow because I want a test day to see how straight Deadlock all day works for us. And as always, folks, have a twitchin' day, y'all. Thank you for supporting the Twitchiest community. If you'd like to see more videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and always hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Thank you for all your support and have a twitchin' day, y'all.